But now let's move on to one of the best segments on our show. Championship best, guys. Championship weekend, AFC Championship, NFC Championship, guys. We're gonna have, of course, two props and one money line. And me, I'm gonna do a over, under, or a spread for this weekend. Last week we all went 2-1. Another 6-3 week, guys. Two straight playoff weeks. We went 6-3. I like it a lot. 12-6 overall in the playoffs. I'm not mad at all. But the goal is to go 9-0, fellas. Let's get it. Real, what you got?
Yes, sir. I'm going to the best receivers in the league this year. I'm going to the showroom, the divisional round. I'm going to Seattle. Jackson Smith and the Jigba over 90.5 receiving yards. He had a quiet game last week, but it won't be quiet this week. His last two games against the Rams just absolutely killed him. He's just a great receiver, and whenever he has bad games, look at the whole season. Whenever he has low output games, the next game he just comes back killing. So y'all go ahead and lock that 90.5 receiving yards. The Rams have one of the best secondaries in the league. Like, absolutely just horrendous. So that's y'all go ahead and lock that. And going on to my next player prop, I'm going with Puka Nacua. Over 91.5 receiving yards. Shout out to Puka. I feel like you could lock Puka anywhere right here. He's really the best receiver in the league. He's been the best receiver in the league this year. And when it comes to pure route running and hands and just contested catches, like, hey, go make a play, he's the best receiver in the league. And I feel like he's going to have to make a lot of those plays against this tight Seahawks defense. They're going to be playing a lot of tight coverage, and they're going to be stuffing the run. So expect them to pass the ball this game. 91.5 receiving yards is a lock. I like the fantasy score. I like the touchdown. He's just going to have a really big game. He's another player who had a quiet game last game. Jerrick said a couple weeks ago, Matthew Stafford just looks up at his first play and he says, hey, Puka. He's going to have to do that a lot this game. He's going to do that a lot. I'm telling you guys, y'all go ahead and lock Puka over 91.5 receiving yards, but y'all can really lock him anywhere. Then moving on to my money line, I'm actually going to stay right here at this game. Sam Darnold is a fraud. It's an NFC Championship game. I've only seen one backup quarterback ever succeed in big games like this, and his name is Nick Foles. And I just can't see it happening right here. I can't see Matthew Stafford throwing to Devontae Adams, throwing to Puka Nacua with Kyron Williams and Matthew Stafford in this year. I know for a fact they're getting this Seattle defense down right now. And they haven't been playing good in the playoffs, but this is going to be a big game right here. And Sam Darnold is going to fold. The Seahawks defense, they're a really good defense, but they're going to fold right here. They've been having problems with Puka and Devontae all year. So this is going to be a tough game, divisional game. I'm going with the better quarterback. I'm going with the better coach. I'm going with the experience right here. Seattle's young. Y'all got to understand that this is every player on the Seattle team, this is their first time in this moment right here. It's their first time there right now. They lost to one of their running backs, Kenny Walker. You're going to do it by himself. I just don't see it happening. I can't. I'm locking the Rams right here. Y'all trust me. Trust me. Lock the Rams. They came too far. Matthew Stafford completes your MVP season right here. Come on. Let's go. Come on, Matthew Stafford. This your last season. Get your ring. Go to the Super Bowl. Come on. Let's go, Matt. Y'all trust me right here. Lock it. Rams money line. Come on.
Jared, let's go 6-0.
Yeah, let's do it. I'm going to pick up right where Rell left off in that conversation about Seattle. The last thing he said was Kenneth Walker. And I expect him to have a big workload this week. So we're going to go Kenneth Walker over 109.5 rushing and receiving yards. I know that line is big, but let's look at this game. The Rams defense, not too good. We all know that. They're not too good. And like Rell said, he even likes JSN, but I also like Kenneth because of Sam Darnold's status right now. We know he's dealing with an injury, so they're going to want to hand off the ball to make it easy on him. Like I said last week, the reason why I picked the Seahawks to win is because Clint Kubiak puts Sam Darnold in a good position, and the way they do that is by running the ball because they're super good at it. And Kenneth Walker, Rell was just talking about before the show, when they give him the ball, he's going to make a play, and you don't know what he's going to do. So I like what he's going to do in the running game, and I also know that they're going to design some screen passes. He's going to catch some checkdowns, and he can get some yards off of that for Sam Darnold to make the game easy on himself. Like, Sam Darnold might throw a lot of checkdowns this week if he's not going to JSN. So Kenneth Walker, over 109.5 rushing receiving yards. And then I'm going to go with the other running back, in this game. The other RB1 for the Los Angeles Rams, I'm going to go Kyron Williams, 53.5 rushing yards over. Y'all might say, the Seahawks are a really good defense. Their run defense, especially, we see what they did to Christian McCaffrey the past 2 weeks. But that's against an offense in the 49ers where I'm more worried about the run than I am about the pass. This week, I'm trying to tell you, their head coach is telling them we're going to almost sell out on the pass. We're going to drop as many as we can, and we're going to just depend on our guys to be able to be grown men up front and make plays when they need to. And I know that Kyron Williams, he'll get the opportunity, the production opportunity. I know some people might be, a little skeptical because they split time with Blake Corum, but I've seen a little bit more of Kyron Williams at least getting touches than Blake Corum, especially when the playoffs are started, especially this past week. He's outperformed and outproduced Blake Corum. I expect this game for him to hit 53.5 rushing yards. He's hit this prop in both playoff games. So expect him to hit it this one. And then when it comes to money line, New England Patriots. My answer would be different if Bo Nix was playing, but Bo Nix is not playing. Jarrett Stidham. There's no way Drake May is going to allow a Jarrett Stidham-led Denver Broncos to beat them. Now, I'm not saying that it's going to be, a crazy blowout because he's still going against a top 2 defense in the league. But I think that seeing what Bo Nix had to do against the Buffalo Bills to counter Josh Allen, Bo Nix had to be spectacular. He had to be phenomenal, and he was. 3 passing touchdowns, outperforming Josh Allen, taking care of the ball. I think that especially with Mike Vrabel being the head coach, this defense has looked pretty good. We saw what the defense did against C.J. Stroud, their ability to fluster him and make him make bad decisions. I think that this this New England defense is going to put some pressure on Jarrett Stidham. They're going to send some blitzes. They're going to trust their men to fall into man coverage because the receiving core for the Denver Broncos isn't that good as it is. And now you have Jarrett Stidham back there. They're going to send some pressure, and they're going to make life a living hell for Jarrett Stidham. And I expect Drake May to go out there and take care of business. So that's my money line.
All right, that's like 6-0 to me. All right, let's go ahead and I want to talk about this Patriots and this Broncos game. So I want to go with Drake May over 30.5 rushing yards. Look, last week Drake May sniped us and he did not get his rushing prop against the Texans defense, who I figured would have a lot of pressure on him. He'll be able to move, but Drake tried to stand strong, stand tall in that pocket, and tried to deliver. I mean, he did deliver, but he didn't deliver for us, right? He did not get our rushing yards. So he only had 10 rushing yards against the Texans, but 66 the week before. And if you look at last week, Josh Allen had 12 carries for 66 yards against this Broncos pass rush, because this Broncos pass rush is also good, just like the Texans, right? I'm just go back to the well, and I get it. He sold us last week, but I'm going to take it this week and take his over 30.5 rushing yard. I think Drake May will have to use his legs in this matchup. And I think a lot of it is just take care of the ball. Right, take care of the ball, don't make mistakes, and I think you can better win this game for sure. So I think a lot of times Drake May might try to fit balls in certain windows and stuff like that. I think in this game specifically, he'll just say, you know what, let me go ahead and take the 5-yard run, 6-yard run, take care of the ball. We should be good because Jarrett Stidham should not be able to put up that many points against the Patriots defense. So I'm definitely going with Drake May. And I'm gonna stay in that same game. I'm gonna go with Cortland Sutton under 11 fantasy score. Look, Christian Gonzalez, one of the best corners in the league. I do think he'll be shadowing Cortland Sutton for majority of the game. Why not? Right? Because who's the other receivers on this Broncos team that to me is going to make big impactful plays? We saw little Jordan Humphrey make a couple plays here and there, right? We also saw not Troy Franklin. What's the other one name? I can't think of his name right now.
Marvin Mims.
No, it's another. Marvin Mims make a lot of plays. They had a lot of plays. Another one. Oh my God. I cannot think. I'm gonna figure this out.
You talking about Troy Franklin?
No, not Troy Franklin. It's another one. I'm telling you, it's another one. It's cool. I'm about to figure it out. Don't worry about it. This is embarrassing. But we definitely gonna figure this out. But let me move on to the what's the card real quick. Let me go ahead and go to my spread real quick. I'm gonna take Rams plus 3.5. All right. So the Rams are not even favored in this game to beat the Seahawks. And for every reason that Rell said, I agree. The Rams should win this game. And you can go with the money line like Rell, of course, or you can play it a little safe and take plus 3.5, and you get it for minus 160. Right. So it's a pretty good deal. You can throw a buttload on that, and I think it's definitely gonna hit. I think they're gonna win, but if they lose, it definitely gonna be in blowout fashion. And it definitely should be by 3 points. All right. But Denver Broncos, I'm about to tell y'all who.
You talking about Pat Bryant?
Pat Bryant. Boom. Pat Bryant got involved a little bit too in that game.
But,
right? So Pat Bryant,
he's He was limited in practice because he went out with that concussion in the game.
He got hurt in that game. Boom. So before he got hurt, he was getting involved as well. So I get it. They have other weapons as well. But to me, when you're going against a backup quarterback in Jarrett Stidham, you want to take away his best target. His best target is Cortland Sutton. Make him have to spread the ball around, which as a backup, you should not expect. We do not expect Jarrett Stidham to go out there and dot this defense up by spreading the ball around, right? We would think that in the big games, going to look for his guy. And I think that Cortland Sutton can definitely have under 11 being shadowed by Christian Gonzalez. And that is how you go 9-0 this week for bets. All right. Let me know if you want to be in the Discord in the comment section, guys. In the comment section, just put Discord. Put join Discord in the comment section. You can join it for what we're going for, guys. Let me know. Let me know.
2 games, I think $2. I think $2 is
$2 games, $2. That's cool. That's cool. Two games, $2, y'all. 2 games, $2. Once again, 12-6 in the playoffs so far. So for only $2, go ahead and put in the comment section, join Discord, and I will send y'all information that you need to be in our Discord.
Yo, they feeling like in 7, leave a comment down below.